Let's get right into a collective reading. Spirit, I ask that you give me clear, honest messages to deliver to the collective. Keep what resonate, leave the rest behind. Ooh. Give me some clear, honest messages. And y'all know I like my cards to fly out. I don't like all that flipping and pulling, because I need to know that this is what you really want them to know. All right. Ah. All right, at the bottom of the deck, we have baby steps, actions, follow your intuition before it makes sense. So before I get to this, it stood out to me that when you surrender, and I remember in the beginning of my journey during, I want to say 2018, I started surrendering. Like, I started doing stuff and people didn't understand it, but I just started doing things that I don't know where it came from at the moment, at the time. It was just a guidance, God guiding me, my spirit guides guiding me. But I didn't understand at the time, and I was guided to do certain things, and I'm like, that do not make sense. Like, and I just kept hearing, trust me, just even if it don't make sense. So Spirit is saying, even if it don't make sense, follow it. But you have to know the difference between your intuition and just you overthinking. And one way I learned about my intuition and overthinking is sometimes I went against my intuition just to see if I was tripping. And when I went against my intuition, I was like, okay, I know how to follow it now, because some told me to do this, but I was following it with my heart. I was following it with my emotions. So you got to know the difference between your intuition and your emotions. I have lifting the veil, earth school, the blue flame, and earth. Spirit said right now you are questioning everything that's going on around you. Like, you are like, what am I here for? Why is this going on? What am I having these dreams for? Why did I make this decision? What was these people in my life for? What was the lesson behind this? And Spirit is saying that the veil has been lifted. Like, once you put those glasses on, there's no taking them off. And now you question everything and everybody, as you should. There is some life lessons that you had to go through in order to even feel aligned. There is some soul and spiritual growth. You have been activated. And then Spirit is saying, learn how to be a human in this world, but not of it. So learn how, like myself, I had to learn how to not be so cosmic, not to be so, because I didn't feel I was human. I'm just like, I see everything and everybody for what it is, but sometimes that's not good. You have to learn how to be a human also. And this is for my people that are deep into their journey, who know, like, yeah, this is not it. Well, everybody is not on that same journey as us. Everybody is not walking that same path as us. So you are going to have to learn how to. So you were human before the spiritual awakening, and then now you're like, I don't want to have no parts in dealing with humans. I don't want to have no parts in dealing with people, and so these, look, I am so proud. These are my natural nails, right? I keep this one short, and it had gel on it, but I took it off. I keep this one short because I have a toddler, and for the moms and dads who put their toddlers in seats and stuff like that. For those who don't, it's nothing against y'all, but for those of us that still do, I don't like using my nail. I don't like pushing when I push the thing, it bends my nail back, and I don't like that. So I keep this one short. My goal is to keep this one short as long as she's in that little like pushy type of thing. And then I could use my knuckle, but for now I keep this one short just so I can be able to push with and then dig stuff like when I do hair, like dig the gel and things. I just use this because I don't like that stuff getting under my nails, so I use this to dig. But I just want to throw that out there because someone asked me like, why do you have one nail that's short? And that's why, because I do a lot with this thumb, so I need this one to be short. And I don't like, I plan for my nails to be like that long, natural nails, and I'm still probably gonna have this one short if I still have a toddler at the time, unless she gets older. And then, you know, well, when she gets older, I said unless she gets older, but when she gets older, I plan on doing that. And I'll say that to say too that your normal is not going to be someone else's normal. So just because it doesn't look normal to others don't mean it's not normal, you know, in for you or for others like you. We get so wrapped up in trying to please the world and trying to do what the world, you know, expect of us, but be you, do you. But there is some type of like spiritual awakening that has happened, and Spirit is asking you to trust the process. Trust. The veil has been lifted. So once the veil is lifted, it's anything that's unaligned must go. Like, you have to be okay with walking away from people. You have to be okay with saying, hey, this relationship ain't working. This job ain't working. This friendship ain't working. You know, this connection isn't working. This business plan isn't working. It's okay to let go of things, but in order for you to elevate in your journey, you're gonna have to you're gonna have people around you that you're gonna start seeing them in a different light, because again, once you put those glasses on, there's no taking it off. So you're gonna start seeing people and like, how was I attracted to them? How am I cool with them? How am I okay with it? You know, you're gonna see companies like, I didn't realize they were so greedy, and I didn't realize they were working me to the core. You're going to, I just got some type of like, I don't know if it was a download or I don't know, but I just caught some type of like quick headache that just went away. It was like and then it stopped. I'm not sure if you get a lot of migraines or if you get a lot of headaches. If you do get a lot of headaches, that could be a download. Try to remember your dreams. Try to keep a book next to you, and whatever stands out, it's happening again. Whatever stands out the most, try to write that down. Try to, you know what? And it could be because I was eating these sunflower seeds and I've been like eating them like crazy. Yeah, it could be that. It's a lot going on in those sunflower seeds. But also I don't want to take away the fact that someone has been receiving a lot of downloads and they haven't been able to tell what's reality and what's made up in their head. So I suggest you start writing down the numbers that you see frequently, even if you're not trying to see them and they pop out. Like, I've been seeing 9/11, and I'm just like, I've been seeing it for like probably almost a year, and I have not found the connection between it yet. I used to see 808 a lot, and then before that, I used to see 111. I used to see 1101 and 303. It didn't matter what. It used to be my total, $3.03 in my account, gas $3.03 or 303. Just my receipts 303. License plates. I used to see that so much. I'm like, what? But I finally found the connection, but I have not been able to find that connection. But Spirit is saying that you have learned the life lesson that you were supposed to learn. And I want to say that you are or have gotten rid of a lot of things that don't align with you. And although it have hurted, it's going to elevate you to the next level. So be very conscious and intentional with the things that you do in your journey. You don't have to explain. If a person don't understand, it's not for them to understand. This is your journey, your purpose, your mission. So be true to yourself. And with the learn how to be human, don't be so cocky with your gifts, and don't be so, cause I know, and you know, cause I had someone test me one time. This was when I started dating back in like during the pandemic, and I was dating, like, just dating. Like, that was the first time I actually was just dating different people. Like, not being intimate with them, but just, like, having, conversations. Some was intellectual, some was just like, oh, okay. But I remember this guy, he was like, what are you? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, what do you believe in? And I just, kind of briefly told him. And he's like, oh, no, that's not real. That is not real. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, because I'm Catholic. And I was like, oh, okay. And I left it alone. And he's like, what do you mean, okay? You're not gonna say nothing else? I said, no. What am I supposed to say? You say you don't believe in it? You don't believe it's real? I mean, it's not. I used to get so offensive, like, yes, it is, because it is, and I went through this, and that's too much. That's doing way too much. If a person don't believe you, hey, then that's on them. That's not your job. You touch the ones that need to be touched, and you keep it moving. So learn how to be human. Learn how to be okay with getting in tune with your emotions. Learn how to be okay with loving, sensing. Don't be so cocky and conceited because you're, awakened, and a lot of people not. So you feel like, I know this because of this, and I know this because don't do that. Because I really feel like that hinders your gifts. Because God, we're here to help others, but we're not here to down others just because they don't believe in what we believe in. Just don't be of the world. Don't get wrapped up in the material. Don't get wrapped up in wanting other things because other people have them. Because you don't know what you really don't know what people do to get the things that they get. So be thankful for what you have, but your intuition is definitely guiding you to where you need to be. So keep listening to it, because it is going to put you on the path that you are designed to be on. Bye.